congratulations are in order. First off, maybe if you can share what you can of the experience with us and how are Mrs. Connor and Willa Joe, is it?
Yeah, Willa. She's everybody's great. It was obviously pretty life changing experience, and everybody's healthy and happy, and it's pretty cool.
I was going to ask, did it feel different coming to the rink today for the first time as a dad?
I mean, just different in the fact of obviously what happened over the last 24, 48 hours, and I'm sure it's it's a constant learning process, and there's going to be times where it does, and obviously it's a big part of our lives. Me and Allie's lives is changing for the better, and we couldn't be more excited about it.
So from a hockey perspective, a lot to be excited about as well. Great race with Dallas. They are staying hot on your heels. And this New Jersey team, you spanked them pretty good 3 weeks ago. Do you expect there'll be some residual effect from that on their part to try to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen here tonight?
Yeah. We were talking about this morning. It seems, everybody, the night you're not playing, the teams behind us in the Central are winning. So you gotta stay at pace. It's a very competitive division. That's kind of how it's been all year, though. So, they've been on our heels. Obviously teams are playing great right now. It's the final stretch. You got teams pushing and, really gearing up. And, you got teams fighting for home ice as well. So there's all types of dynamics out there. And, for us, it's, we remember those times when you go into a building, and especially at home, and you maybe get a bit embarrassed. I don't know if that's the right word. Not playing your game. You don't get off to the right start, and it's, you're frustrated, and, it's always in the back of your mind, and you got something to prove as a team, and that I'm sure they want to prove that they're the better team. So it's going to be a great game tonight. Looking forward to it. We know what kind of team they are. They can play all aspects of the game. They got speed up front, tons of skill, but they got grit too. So it's whatever game's in front of them, I feel like they're comfortable. So that always promotes a challenge.
What's the focus for the group during the 10-game block? I know you're very much one game at a time, but what as you push towards the finish line, what's the focus for the group?
Yeah, kind of like I said, there's teams on our heels. You never want to step off the gas here going into the playoffs. You want to be ready. You want to be mentally ready. Physically as well. So, as we get down to the closer stretch, I'm sure, guys will be monitoring and who's in and out. So it's once we get the job done here. So obviously we clinch the playoff spot, which is awesome. But the next thing to do is clinch the Central, get the home ice, and we're fighting for that. And I think just coming together and just kind of promoting in the locker room that this playoff mentality and getting ready, gearing up. I think it's mentally as long as physically. It's a big task to kind of make that switch.
Kyle, just a thought on Alex Iafallo joining the line in place of Gabe. How much of a help is it when he's also part of that number one power play in terms of the building of chemistry? Because you guys did spend some time together last year and very effectively early in the year. But is it beneficial when you've got the guy out there in offensive situations on the power play, in addition to the 5-on-5?
Yeah, and then he's first over the boards on the kill too, right? Like he can do it all. It's he's played everywhere in this lineup, which is it's a testament to his character, his the way he approaches the game, and obviously his abilities on the ice. And I just think he can mesh so well with any line, and just the way he plays, it's a great defensive game. But he's got so much good touch around the net. He's almost similar in Gabe in that sense. When he gets around the net, he's just got a knack for putting it in and making plays. So it was awesome playing with him. Obviously last year, and getting back together and trying to build some chemistry. It's it's not like you can just step right back into it. It's things change over time. Teams change how they defend, and so we got to develop that and work on it. It's a constant work in progress. Even with me and Shay for playing a long time. So just talk to each other. And stay engaged throughout the whole game.
And the other part of that too is he's about a 38 to 40 second average shift guy. You and Mark are about 50. 55 or whatever it is. Is there, and I know it's only been one game, but did you even notice on Tuesday night there was some merged or blended shifts because of, the way each guy plays the game?
Yeah, no, it's something really I didn't take into account, but that could be, a function of the game, usage. We could be slightly, power play time. It could be, for sure. But I get hear what you're saying. It's we'll have to keep an eye on it here for sure. That could be a factor. Yeah.
There was a lot of talk after the win over Washington that was very much a playoff style game. So the way that your club executed that night, how close did that play to your identity that you want to bring for the playoffs?
Yeah, you're never going to have a perfect game. There's always things you're tweaking and learning. Going over video today, we thought in situations we could have been better. Giving up a late goal there. We obviously want to be able to close out a game. But that being said, they play a really tough game. They're in a spot in the standings for a reason. They play a really good team game, and that's our strength as well. I thought we defended well. That's always been the focal point for us, and we can always fall back on, and kind of been our backbone. And I think we lean into that for sure.